Here we go. Number one. One, two, three. 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Graduates, please take your seats. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2019 Edwin L. Cox School of Business Graduate Degree Ceremony. Before proceeding with the program, I would like to introduce the stage party. As I call your name, please stand. Graduates, please hold your applause until all members of the stage party are introduced. Matthew B. Myers, Dean of the Cox School of Business. Distinguished guests, Thomas Card, Cox Executive Board Member, Kurt Reimer, Cox Executive Board Member, Bobby B. Lyle, SMU Board of Trustee and Cox Executive Board Member, Mary Beth Kunze, Merriman Foundation Endowed Professor of American Capitalism, Jeff Allen, Executive Vice President and CFO of Navigator Energy Services and former Associate Provost, Professor of Finance. I promoted you there. Shane Goodwin, Associate Dean for Executive Education and Graduate Programs. Tom Perkowski, Assistant Dean, Executive MBA Program. And our department chairs, Amit Basu, Hermang Desai, Miguel Quiones, Jim Link, Raj Sethurman. I'm Bill Dillon, and I serve as Senior Associate Dean as well, and Gordon Walker. and Gordon Walker. At this time, I would like the remaining Cox faculty and staff to stand and be acknowledged. Graduates, congratulations, you made it. And I'm sure that some of you thought this day would never come. However, you haven't made this journey alone, and I think it's fitting at this time for you to thank those whose support you have benefited from over the years. Will the parents, grandparents, spouses, children of our graduates and other family members please stand? At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Cox School of Business, Matthew B. Myers.
Thank you, Bill, and welcome everybody. It is a great day to be on campus. Neither rain nor snow nor sleet will stop the Cox School of Business. It's a wonderful day to be here. We are so happy. It's the happiest day to be on campus, and I know that many of you all have already had a long day and maybe a long night last night and maybe even a longer night this evening. We had at 1 o'clock, we had our service for the undergraduates of the Cox School of Business, which is always a lot of fun. And I got to put on the spot one of my favorite people in the Cox School of Business. Now I get to do it twice in one day. But it's because we received some sad news this past semester. Dr. Mickey Quinones, a longtime faculty member and a stalwart whom so many of you all know in all of our programs, will be leaving the Cox School of Business this summer. But the good news is he's going to become the Dean of the Robbins School of Business at the University of Richmond. And our loss is Richmond's gain. And while we're sorry to be losing Mickey, we know that Richmond will be a better place with his leadership. So please join me in congratulating Mickey and wishing his family the best. So whenever I give my graduation day remarks, I'm always keep in mind the benefit of brevity. And an end of semester student evaluation I received a number of years ago that went something like this. It said, if I only had 10 minutes left to live, I'd want to spend it in Professor Myers' class, because Professor Myers can make the last 10 minutes of class seem like a lifetime. By now, the faculty and staff have heard that joke about 20 times, and I've only been here 2 years, but I keep using it because it reminds us a little bit that the reason we're here is to close a chapter in our graduates' lives and begin another one. When I first arrived at SMU a couple of years ago, I became fascinated with the history and traditions of this institution. And one of the more impressive lessons I learned was something I didn't know a lot about before coming here, and that was the history of service of our graduates. From the wars in the Pacific, in Europe, and the Middle East, to the philanthropic efforts that have become such a part of our culture in Dallas and the heart of Texas, Cox students have always stepped up when asked and sacrificed when others wouldn't. And it's that spirit which I'd like our graduates to take with them today when they leave us. So I come from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We're known for two things: thoroughbred racing and bourbon. And we are still waiting for a grateful nation to thank us 230 years later. But I grew up in a Scotch-Irish Presbyterian family. We dated Jewish girls and played sports with Muslim guys, and I ended up marrying a Catholic girl in a church in Rome. And I am now a proud faculty member of Southern Methodist University. And I ask you, where but the United States could something like that happen? This past fall at the campus's Tate Lecture Series, we were lucky to have a couple of very famous individuals, Congressman Leon Panetta and Secretary James Baker, come together and talk to us about current events in the United States. And Mr. Panetta told a joke that I think is relevant to today. And he said a Catholic priest and a Presbyterian minister had recently moved to the same small town and didn't know anybody. So to get to know each other better, they decided to go to a boxing match together, and they sat down on the front row, and the Presbyterian minister noticed that one of the fighters, right before the opening bell, crossed himself. And he leaned over to the priest and he said, "Father, what exactly does that mean?" And the priest responded, "It doesn't mean a darn thing if you can't fight." And so how is that relevant to today? It means that being successful in business alone doesn't mean a darn thing if you graduates don't understand in full the concepts of duty and responsibility. We speak quite a bit at SMU about respect and integrity. One of the things that most attracted me to Cox School a couple of years ago was the feeling of fairness, of honest discourse, and the value placed on all people and perspectives. That's respect. Graduates, you've also had a lot of opportunity to talk about integrity. We all know that if you have integrity, nothing else matters. And if you don't have integrity, nothing else matters. Today, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes talking about the third side of that Holy Trinity, and that's responsibility, or as I've always thought about it, as duty. In other words, let me stress the importance to you, the graduates, in understanding your duty and engaging your companies your businesses and organizations in the growth of our societies. Too often, business leaders see societies and markets as profits and PE ratios, cost structures and dividends, and instead, duty calls on us to see societies as the recipients of the fruits of our own successes and the benefactors of our future growth. It's undeniable that the future of our economy is dependent upon the actions of business leaders, and that our society is dependent on the next generation of leaders, you all sitting here today. That you all understand you have a duty to nourish our society with the actions of your decisions. Today we run the risk of our business leaders becoming a distinct class within our society, followed by a C-suite paparazzi protected by the successes from economic and societal demands that everyday people face. We call this the corporate societal gap, and the gap can be attributed to any number of things, and often is attributed to any number of things: technology, college costs, challenges in K-12 systems, the pressures to generate short-term gains, or any number of different issues. But the fact remains that there is a growing divide between business leaders and the average citizen, not simply in income, but in understanding the most basic of challenges to our societies. You as future business leaders, and many of you all in this class as current business leaders, must possess two very important aspects of our human condition: compassion, because helping those in need is the right thing to do, and enlightened self-interest, because unless business leaders understand that they must nourish the societies in which they serve, those societies will no longer function in a manner which allows businesses to survive. So think about it for a minute. We are living in a world where 1 billion people live below the poverty line, where natural resources are under tremendous stress, commodity prices are soaring, and where in developed nations like the one we sit in today, the middle class is shrinking. And where increasingly we are seeing a greater percentage of the world's wealth being held by smaller percentages of the world's populace. And like it or not, that smaller percentage that controls most of the future world's wealth is comprised of people like those sitting in this room today. But that's okay, as long as we learn to give back. So what do? What is your challenge as a business leader? Your duty is to make business an integral part of the fabric of our society, not through the payment of corporate taxes, but through the action of entrepreneurial behavior which brings new jobs and opportunities to your communities, and through the philanthropic activities of your organizations that reinvest back into those communities when schools, cities, and other businesses fail. It's not about wealth redistribution per se. It's about creating opportunities and exhibiting global stewardship. Your duty is in understanding the difference between making something cool versus making something of worth. It's being confident with a personal introspection by asking yourself, do I create value or simply shift money from one pocket to another? It's in asking yourself, your employees, and your boards, what are we doing to help minorities, the poor, the underrepresented, and how is this building a foundation for future generations? It's about understanding that sustainability is not just a trendy buzzword, and that you'll be remembered for your care of your employees and your stewardship of our natural resources, not for your stock price. You as a business leader must stay above today's political partisan fray and understand that if businesses don't proactively step in to address so many of these societal challenges, governments and regulators will, and often in ways that are counterproductive to the free market premise we find so important. Thus, not only is the spirit of service and giving back the right thing to do, this philosophy also exhibits an enlightenment by understanding it's the best thing for businesses to be actively involved. The concept of duty is important here at the Cox School. During your time, you have learned that this is a wonderful place to begin exploring how giving back pays forward. Duty and engagement are nuanced topics, ones that every business and business leader must address individually. The good news is there are so many ways for our organizations to address the growing gap between businesses and the people, and there is really no limit to what you can do or how your organizations can be involved. We all encourage you to think long and hard on how you and your companies can give back to those in need, whether they be schools, neighborhoods, hospitals, environmental causes, or the underprivileged and disenfranchised. Not only is it your duty to do so, but the personal rewards are enormous. You should see your duty as a business leader as one of the greatest opportunities of your life. It can be rewarding beyond measure. We all have long careers with many successes and probably just as many failures, and their accompanying midlife and quarter-life crises. And there will be times when you wonder, is what I'm doing worth it? And what will be my legacy after my career is done? So think about this. What could possibly be more personally rewarding than using your professional success to give back to the communities and societies and causes that are individually important to you? This should be a great personal motivator that provides you with an inspiration to succeed every day. And your faculty expect this of you. They expect each of you to come back to Cox in 5 or 10 years and tell our future students how you have made an impact on the environment, on your towns, and on your communities. And we're going to hold you to that. And remember, as Cox School graduates, your actions and behaviors will always reflect on this institution. It will be your duty to fight for those with less in need of more. And all the success in the world doesn't mean a darn thing if you won't fight. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you.
We will now begin the presentation of diplomas. We'll begin with the executive MBAs, then the professional MBAs, then the full-time 2-year MBAs, then the full-time 1-year MBAs, then the Master of Science in Accounting, the Master of Science in Business Analytics, the Master of Science in Finance, and finally, the Master of Science in Management. Please hold your applause so that all names can be heard. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Executive MBA program, class of 2019.
One,
The class marshals for the Executive MBA program, Rika Kari, Todd Whitmer.
William Elliott Agello.
Nathaniel Ryan Barnes.
Michael H. Blackwell.
Jonathan Carl Bowman.
Frank Stewart Brown III.
Dustin Carl Lee Burns.
Amy Ann Violet.
Tu Dow.
Maxime DeFore.
Bo Dong.
Bernarda Gustavo Estevez Marzana.
Victor Manuel Garza.
Krishna Gavaji.
Wesley Earl Girdler.
Richard Jan Hayen III.
Kent Hachtener.
Trey Lawrence Henderson.
Andre J. Horton.
Sarah R. Hughes.
Osman Hussein.
James M. Hutchinson II.
David Jones.
Rebecca Keenan.
Jason Victor Nodowitz.
Parker Thomas Lacey.
Christopher Allen Lane.
Stephen Lee.
Derek Ray Loki.
Tiffany Lustig.
Richard Joseph Lyons.
Mauro Marquez.
Sue-Ann Martinez.
Terry Matthew.
John S. McFarland, Jr.
Thomas Lee McGuire.
Robert Blair Olmsted.
Shay Oyediran.
Donald Petrie.
Jordan Douglas Rooney.
Tyler Dickinson Rose.
Subramanian Sankarlingam.
Michael Stephen Shell.
Jacqueline Leah Sells.
Nicholas Everett Silva.
Darilee Stahl.
Derek Clayton Stevens.
Nate Sumithasorn.
Salima Syed Omer.
Edwin D. Tatum.
Gamisha S. Dakar.
Srinivas Vedati.
James Corfield Ware IV.
James William Watson.
Olu Asan.
And I am Rika Peter Kari.
And I am Todd Christian Whitmer.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the Executive MBA program of the Cox School of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the 2019 graduates of the Professional MBA program.
Please welcome the class marshals for the Professional MBA program, class of 2019, Brittany Ray Smith and Derek Robert Mank.
Alyssa Joy Ammon.
Shatiz Besnet.
Dylan Brooks.
David King Carey.
Veronica Castro.
Daniel Wayne Clark.
Zachary Scott Clyde.
Nathan Kobos.
Jamie Nicole Collins.
Audrey Catherine Cox.
Tyler Harris Dowdy.
Ashley Lindsay Early.
Connor Eska.
Ryan Patrick Feldy.
Jessica Lynn Groshek.
Megan Elizabeth Hanna.
Sandra Huh.
Timothy Solomon Hunt.
Lauren Brooke Johnston.
Tyler M. Jones.
Jonathan Young Coe.
William Wallace Lawson.
Andrew Sagun Lee.
Taylor Lee.
Delphia Lee.
Olivia Luco.
Margaret Mary Luttrell.
Kevin John Christophe Matisse.
Nathan Omid Moyad.
Alexander Munoz.
Ganesh Nadazan.
Serge Numbet.
Cameron Barrett Hedrick.
Tony Agwu.
Brandon Anthony Norse.
Nimish Pandya.
Nathan Michael Pace.
Justin Wade Prachel.
Mahir Patel.
Afsana Qureshi.
Bryce Christopher Priestley.
Anthony Ruggieri.
Roberto Robles Nassif.
Thomas John Shattuck.
Morgan Lee Shattuck.
Jacob Michael Sigler.
Christina Sepide Shams.
Ashok Subramanian.
Benjamin Pike Stevens.
Daniel Sunren Yu.
Sean Tolucci. Matson Eline. Peter Jones Weldon. Johnny O. Yellick II.
My name is Derek Robert Menk.
And I am Brittany Ray Smith.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the Professional MBA program of the Cox School of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the full-time two-year MBA program, class of 2019.
Please welcome the class marshals for the full-time two-year MBA program, class of 2019, Courtney Duncan Condit, Sandra Andrea Carlson, Trevor Richard Reese Jones, and Blair B. Brown.
Jorge Javier Aguilar.
Alonso Ansaldo.
Ryan Archambault.
Monica Marie Autry.
Michael Bailey.
Kaylin Boulanger.
Tanya Yurievna Belislusev.
Laura Nicole Bent.
William Charleston Bolin.
Bianu Michelle Blackman.
Elliot Bradley Burkhart.
Ryan Whitney Birch.
Katerina Maria Costella.
Daniel Blake Kawal.
Margaret Ray Cerruti.
Alison Michelle Catalani.
Christopher Dabney Kirk Kaufman.
Michelle Grace Clark.
William Reed Crowell.
Brandon Dwayne Cooper.
Madison Ann Finley.
Jarrett Blake Dempsey.
Juan Andres Gerbeau.
Matthew Everett Eberhardt.
Eric Anthony Grucock.
Julia Farina.
Claire Allison Hoydu.
Mary Catherine Finney.
Autumn Paige Harrington.
Casey Fraser.
Sarah Hendricks.
Michael Hausman Gresham.
Montgomery Schwayu Hoa.
Alexander Lee Grubbs.
Barry Iravan.
Anirban Bomick.
Scott Anthony Kennard.
William Moore Hanlon.
Dashiell Alexander Kraus.
Steve Halley.
Steve Lagana.
Keith Michael Hermes.
Sean Lee.
Andy Q. Illis.
Alex Lilly.
Kishan Kikeri.
Stephen Lochran.
Jordan Ann Kirkland.
And my name is Courtney Duncan Condit.
James Roland Krebs.
Kelsey Denise Martin.
Yuancup Lee.
Alexander Ellis Paul.
Okay. Philip Patrick Lazar.
Shagun Kasba.
Hayden Long.
Michelle Allison Raymond.
Dilraj Mann.
Dan Everett Ray.
And I'm Sandra Andra Carlson.
Annie Embrita Rose.
Rosendo Martinez.
Lauren Jessica Schaefer.
Matthew Stephen Miller.
Eric Michael Schneider.
Wesley Minami.
Alexandra Derry Shapiro.
Alexandra Weber McGowan.
Lucas Alexander Sherrod.
VJ Nair.
Kelly Marie Silverthorne.
Abhinav Pandey.
Anshika Tandon.
Caldwell Benjamin Moore.
Balaji Venkatachalam.
Brian Davis Matzenbacher.
Charles Ferrara Wesley.
Daniel Ryan Murkison.
Alex Wen.
Benjamin Allen Newcomb.
Benjamin Wiggins.
Ikra Noor.
Bryce Walton Orr.
Claudia Palitza Vizcara.
Andrew Evanick.
Kevin Patel.
Jordan Talutki.
Martin Williamson Proctor, Jr.
Jim Tong Ki Tran.
Farhan Rahman.
Yevgeny Deryaban.
Silesh Kumar Ramanathan.
Woon Ju.
Taylor Reedy.
Anna Lee Wiesner.
John Charles Vincent Sampanaro.
David Francis Walker.
Holly Lorena Schlein.
Browning Cameron Vaughn.
Stephen Schwartz.
And I am Trevor Reese Jones.
Stuart Sharp. Allie Siller. Katie Elizabeth Stumbo. Scott Holland Thomas. Catherine Curry Trimper. And I'm Blair Brown.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the full-time MBA program, 2-year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the full-time 1-year MBA program, class of 2019.
Please welcome the class marshals for the full-time 1-year MBA program, class of 2019, Omar Mysore and Crystal Lena Martin.
Kangana Anand.
Zachary Michael Boyd.
Ksenia Bardabush.
Zachary Green.
Nicole Borland.
Scott Heaviside.
Stephen Ray Gilbert.
Julie Francis Jarrett.
Jacob Hansen.
Kelsey Mail.
Rebecca Lee James.
I'm gonna do it so good. Meredith Leah Mills.
Chanel Johnson.
Zainab Malvi.
Kyle Meyer.
Bryce Keaton Peters.
Nora Ruha Moyad.
Anthony David Richards.
Ili Nabashoshi.
Amit Singh.
Jordan Shelby Porvalit Beeching.
Garrett Charles Touchette.
Rachel Rogers.
Venkata Anupama Varukaranum.
Catherine Ann Tam.
Timothy Yen.
Vaughn Tran.
Eric Zimmerman.
Dingju Wang.
And I am Christelle Martin.
Franklin Zhang. And I am Omar Mysore.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the full-time one-year MBA program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Accounting program, class of 2019.
The class marshals for the Masters of Science in Accounting program for the class of 2019 are Brooke Noonan Faulkner and Addison Damasco.
Kate Christine Alcarache.
Haifa Khalid Alumaid.
Leslie Michelle Allen.
Rebecca Elise Bacchus.
Trevor J. Berkowitz.
Caitlin Rose Birch.
Charlotte Emily Boyce.
Lauren Elizabeth Brandt.
Michael Alexander Carlisi.
Nan Tan Din.
Caroline Lindsay Clifton.
Ann Min Yu.
Anna Gabriela Dawahare.
Caroline Marie Carter.
Craig Michael Emmert.
Michael Patrick Codd.
Keaton Tyler Frazier.
Christian Danker.
William Alistair Gardner.
Zihang Ding.
Lauren Lee Harrington.
Uwe Dong.
Leah Gerard Hudson.
John William Fox.
John Thomas Landers.
Ludovina Marlene Garcia.
George Emery Lewis.
Haley Paulina Gunderson.
Bella Duo Leo.
Yuzi Huang.
Austin Bentley Marks.
Vu Hui Lee.
Haley Margaret Mertz.
Elizabeth Grace Little.
Chandler Elizabeth Naidu.
Shoshu Leo.
Bond Merritt Olivo.
Kirsten Elizabeth McGriff.
Emily Jane Orth.
Gordon Scott Moore.
Natalie Colleen Plura.
Christina Corrine Nelson.
Parker Douglas Ray.
Jan Olenade.
Tianu Ren.
Joshua Lee Piercy.
Matthew Boyd Riggs.
Sheena May Victorio Prindle.
Noemi Rosales Santillan.
Hugh Bramhall Riley.
Rachel Sidney Rutledge.
James William Richardson.
Jordan Roman Sievert.
Kylie Hannah Roberg.
Mackenzie Lee Shea.
Christopher Harold Rusnak.
Catherine Ruth Shumway.
Lisa Ann Santry.
Lisa Christine Sunan.
Avanika Sharma.
Jacqueline Torres.
James Shiverick.
Jordan Downs Valley.
Chandler Addison Snipes.
Rebecca Hayes Worth.
Minche Tang.
Yanjun Shao.
Erica Ray Umfreyville.
Shu Zhang.
Madalika Varma.
Adrian Christopher Zermeno.
Monica Wu.
Ida Zhou.
And my name is Addison Kyle Damasco.
Ife Zhao. Madison Zellers. Xin Shu. Blair Aram Ji. And my name is Brooke Faulkner.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the Master of Science in Accounting program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Business Analytics program, class of 2019.
The class marshals for the Masters of Science in Business Analytics program for the class of 2019 are Zihao Li, Taowan Yang, Yuyang Zhuang, and Siyuang Dong.
Ganesh Alasami.
David M. Andrade.
Alessandro Ariola Garcia.
Clayton R. Beavers.
Juliana Kathleen Bond.
Liz Marie Cadron Solis.
Avery Castle Camp.
Alec Tanner Campanini.
Davy Lorraine Campbell.
Christine Haiming Chen.
Guanan Chen.
Roxanne Chen.
Jingyun Dai.
Alicia Dunn.
Nicole Marie Dennis.
James Dunn.
Ellie Fan.
Shu Feng.
Joshua Reddy Gangararon.
Debolina Gongali.
Elizabeth Ann Goldmet.
Brent Allen Hamilton.
Flint Harold.
Sienna Nicole Harris.
Christopher Charles Hasselton.
Zhiying He.
Sandy Xie.
Xiaopan Hua.
Xiaoqing Huang.
Shuhui Jia.
Chen Jiang.
Zichen Jin.
Christiana Nikki Josephakis.
Ashwarya Cannon.
Xuanhui Liao.
Sophia Liu.
Ziqi Liu.
Rory Evan McCollum.
Xiaohan Mao.
I'm Taowan Yang.
I am Zihao Li.
Reed Christopher McCallick.
Elizabeth Mathin.
Kumal Kumari Nanda.
Elena Mackenzie Murphy.
Liana D. Pais.
William Reed Ninest.
Daniel Alejandro Ramirez.
Sai Swathi Prabhu Sankar.
Ray Reyes.
Xin Ren.
Divya Shri Rudapana Diwa Shwanas.
Scotty Lee.
Qi Xu.
Ying Shang.
Milan Singh.
Isabel Leah Sobieski.
Wenying Sun.
Da Sui.
Ganesh Sundar,
Yunchan Sun,
Bailey Madison Weidlich,
Riley Sweat Jr.,
Chao Wang,
Dalton Mitchell Walker,
Yuhua Wang,
Jialun Wang,
Rebecca Ann Warnick,
Yuro Wang,
Wen Xu,
Aaron Wu,
Iris Yang,
Lumeng Yan,
Yi Yan,
Fan Yin,
Xie Yuan,
Elizabeth Grace Zels,
and my name is Yuyang Zhang.
Hanzhu Zhao, and I'm Si Yudong.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the Master of Science in Business Analytics. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Finance program, class of 2019.
The class marshals for the Masters of Science in Finance program for the class of 2019 are Colton Lee Haybecker and Colin James Green.
Omar Mohammed Abdelrazek.
Tyler Tripp Adams.
Whitney Marin Allen.
Tatiana Ashgar.
Alexander Patrick Bayard.
Justin Zachary Basant.
Catherine Ann Sterling Cater.
Ju Cheng.
Hongling Chen.
Tianyi Chen.
Matthew Boyce Corsi.
Lauren Elizabeth Crown.
Rachel Mokanya Daniel.
Juliana Duque.
John Nicholas Farah.
Emily Caitlin Finta.
Garrison the Goat Glass.
Muhammad Amir Hamza.
Jack Austin Kelly.
Amol Singh Kara.
Christopher Miller Hauska.
Aman Imran Khan.
Arman A. Kohan.
Mengdi Lee.
Bronson Alexander Massas.
Marwan Ghassan Nemri.
Peter Allen Novak.
Pritam Paul Churu.
Connor William Pearl.
Rishka Govind Padar.
Nicholas Alexander Reinard.
Caitlin Alexandra Rutan.
Braylon James Sampson.
Brett Patrick Scheisler.
Christopher Michael Smith.
Annie Lindsay Spivak.
Sagarika Schreeder.
Joshua John Staton.
Jufei Soon.
Joseph Wilson Taylor III.
Yep. Heath Alexander Terry.
Dean Robert Underwood III.
And my name is Colton Habecker.
Fane Yang. Zihao Wang. Cody Zhu. My name is Colin Green.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the Master of Science in Finance. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Management class of 2019.
Please welcome the class marshals for the Masters of Science in Management program, class of 2019, Miriam Perrin Griffin and Anna Lee Pops.
Dylan Alice Huey.
Caroline Strevey Davis.
Bailey Nicole Gill.
Sierra Nicole Cooley.
Arthur David Fields.
Taylor Gaetana Bellinger.
Wen Jing Ge.
Marie Deborah Atundu Kalume.
Jacqueline M. Hirschfeld.
Andrew Stephen Adams.
Daniel Oxenrider.
Eduardo Mendoza.
Renee Diane Morlam.
William D. Mosley.
William M. Meyer.
Shingbo Louis.
Alexandra Adair Madej.
Nicolette Marie Josephe.
Abik Kakar.
Tara Sadat Tirani.
Sarah Caitlin Wagner.
Kevin Madison Reingold.
Tula Christina Savusis.
Shaquille D. Randolph.
Mary Catherine Thompson.
Claire Elaine Miller.
Emma Grace Stock.
Rachel Zhang.
Brandon Taylor Solomon.
Anne Chandler Young.
Shin Ota.
Richard Welday.
Muzi Joe.
Sun I Wang.
Ying Yu.
Kenji Dow.
Ellen Grace Wilkerson.
And my name is Miriam Perrin Griffin.
Margot Francis Warren. And my name is Anna Lee Pops.
One more round of applause for the 2019 graduates of the Master of Science in Management. We invite everyone to join the graduates at a reception in the Collins Center. Audience, please remain seated while the graduates file out. This concludes the ceremony.